Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about Legion Remix Phase 4. I will explain everything new that you will be able to do during this new phase, and also all the new rewards you will be able to collect. So, first of all, the main thing that will be new with Phase 4 is of course the new zone Argus, which is going to be the final zone of Legion. And with this new zone, you will have access to a new dungeon, which is going to be the seat of Triumvirate, which is this one right here. And you will also have access to Enterus, the Burning Throne, which is the final raid of Legion, where you will be able to fight Argus, the Unmaker. So this is again pretty good because it means that now we will have access to all the different raids and dungeons of this expansion, which means that it's now going to be really easy to gear up your different alts and also your main character and to continue working on your artifact weapon and on the different limits unbound. Because again, in order for you to upgrade the limits unbound, you will simply need to get a lot of infinite power, and the different raids, especially in mythic and also in heroic difficulty, are by far the best way to get tons of this different infinite power. With that, of course, we will be able to get access to some new infinite knowledge points. So here, normally, already with phase 3, you are able to reach the maximum limit of 36. But if that's not the case yet, with this over phase, you will be able to easily get to 36, because now you will be able to get more for simply doing this dungeon right here. As you can see, you will be able to do it in heroic difficulty. You will also be able to get the same for completing the raid. So again, something that will be fairly easy to do, especially if you are doing it in heroic difficulty or lower. Here, just to show you, these are basically all the different achievements that will reward you with an infinite knowledge point. So you are now prepared, complete the Argus campaign with a time runner, breaking the Legion 1, complete a lesser invasion point on Argus with a time runner, greater invasion points 2, so you can do that as well, greater invasion points 3, you need to this time complete 5 of the greater ones. Then you have the Legion Remix Dungeoneer, complete all Legion dungeons on any difficulty with a time runner, the heroic new dungeon, Enterus in any difficulty, and Argus invasion points bosses. So as you can see, you will have access to a lot of these. And remember that once you reach the maximum limit, the different infinite knowledge points will be converted into bronze, which is a pretty good thing. And each time you will receive a bronze cache, which basically gives you 7,500 of bronze. So when it comes to new rewards, with phase 4, we are actually getting tons of new cool things. And I would say that by far, compared to the two other phases, phase 4 is the one with the biggest amount of new rewards available. So first of all, the one that probably you are all waiting for is going to be the new Sargerei Commander set, and this is the Lightbound version. So this set is the golden version right here, and this is, in my opinion, probably one of the coolest sets I've seen again in a long time. Especially it matches perfectly all the different RRT sets from the War Within. So I think overall there's a lot of good possibilities to do a lot of cool transmog sets with some of these different parts, especially the cloak. So yeah, this is definitely a really nice set, and this one will actually be very easy to get. You will simply need to do this achievement right here, Mythic Legion Remix Raids, and it only requires you to do each of the different raids in Mythic difficulty. So it means that directly at the start of phase 4, which again will be on the 18th of November, you can simply go and complete this raid Enterus in Mythic difficulty. And like that, if you have already done all the other raids in Mythic difficulty, you will be able to directly receive this new set. So again, something really easy to do that should be super fast for you to do on the 18th. Now, with that, you will also be able to do the Mythic Enterus achievement in itself, and this one will also reward you with another really cool item from Legion Remix, which is the Felscorned Scythe of the Unmaker. This is the Fel version of the Scythe of the Unmaker. So this is, in my opinion, again, a really cool weapon, and personally something that I'm probably going to use on most of my characters. And so again, by simply doing this one, you will normally receive both of these rewards, which is really, really awesome. Remember that normally we will also be able to get the Valid Spellwing mount. So this was the reward for doing the ahead of the curve achievement for Enterus. And basically all you had to do was to kill Argus in Heroic or Mythic difficulty before the release of the next expansion. And when you were able to do that, you then had access to this quest right here, the Blood of the Titan. And with this quest, as a reward, you will receive the Violet Spellwing mount. So Blizzard said that normally this mount is coming back in Legion Remix, but so far they haven't really explained how. So my guess is that basically once you kill Argus in Mythic difficulty, you will be able to also have access to the quest and you will receive the mount as a reward. I think that would make sense. So again, we'll have to wait and see exactly how you will be able to get your hands on this mount, but normally this is something that Blizzard confirmed, so that should be the case. And honestly, again, this is a really, really nice mount, so definitely something that I'm sure many of you will be happy to get during Legion Remix. Then next to that, you will also have access to the final exploration, let's say, achievement for Argus, which is going to require you to do, as always, the Tour Argus, looking for group, the Argus Enriched, which is the new faction, and also you are now prepared. And when you do so, you will be able to receive the Bulwark of Mannoroth. And so here you will receive both the Cloak appearance, which is this one right here, and also the Shield appearance, which are both really, really cool. So again, something you will be able to now get with Phase 4. Then when it comes to the new mounts, so from Emmet, you will be able to buy the following ones. So first we have this recolored version of Urzul, which is specific to Legion Remix. Then we also have these different mana rays that again are specific to Legion Remix, as you can see here. We also have a bunch of these different rune or Talbook Strider right here, which are new colors available for these different models. So as you can see, we have all of them. This one is pretty nice. And then we also have this one right here. Then we have, of course, all the mounts from the raid and also from the rare mobs in Argus. So we have first the Enteran Charon from Enterus. Then we also have these different ones right here, which are all from the different rares in Argus. We have these ones which are from the Emissary Cache for the Army of Light. So again, these ones you can get them in the live version of the game. Same with this one. Same with all the different mana rays right here. And then after that, we also have the Madden Chaos Runner, which is another one of these mounts that drop from the different rares. And finally, we have Shackled Urzul right here, which is again a pretty nice mount as well. Then when it comes to the different toys and also the different pets, so here you will be able to get Una's doll, as you can see. Then you will also be able to get this pet right here. You will be able to get this other one. Then you have this one right here. You have these pets. Then you have, in terms of toys, the Alseer Eye, the Barut the Breast toy, Barrier Generator. So as you can see, this is all the different toys that cost quite a lot. Then you have the Spire of Spite, the Sightless Eye, the Red Conservatory Scroll. Then you have these two other scrolls right here, the SFE Interceptor, the Holy Light Sphere, the Micro Artillery Controller, Vic's Chest of Tricks, the Unstable Portal Emitter, and then you also have the Legion Communication Orb. Then in terms of exclusive ensembles, you will have this one for cloth players. You will also have this one for leather players. You then have this one for mail players. You also have this one for plate players. Then the most exciting ones here, I would say, are the new recolored Heritage Armor sets. So first, for the different Nightborns, you will be able to get this one, which is so cool. I think this is, again, one of the best looking sets I've seen in a long time. I know it's something that is already in the game because there is the original version, but I think the red version is just so much cooler. And then we have these other ones for the Lightforged Draenei. So you have these three different colors right here. Again, remember, you will only be able to use them on these respective allied races. So even though you will be able to purchase them on any of the different characters that you have, you will only be able to use them, for instance, on the Lightforged Draenei and on Nightborn. Then next to that, we also have a bunch of oversets you will be able to buy from this over vendor right here. And especially there are some that I would really recommend you to pick up from Legion Remix. So first we have the same ones a little bit here, as you can see. So again, there's not really a big difference with the ones you can buy from the over vendor. Then you also have these over colors available. But then the ones that I would really recommend you to try and get are these ones right here. So first you have the Zelios Felslinger's Battle Armor, which is a unique set. And this is honestly a little bit annoying to get in the normal version of Retail WoW because it comes from little chests and rares from Argus, and these are really rare drops. And then you have the plate version of this set, which is also absolutely amazing. And so this is this one right here. So again, these ones are now only going to cost you 15,000 bronze, and in the live version of the game, they are very annoying to get. So really make sure to get them during Remix. And then we also have these other ones, which are not as cool, but also like more like unique sets, which you can still pick up as well for only 15,000 bronze. Then you will also be able to have access to the Scythe of the Unmaker and to Tailashesh. So here again, I would really recommend you to buy them even if you already have these different items in the live version of the game, simply because they will actually give you more appearances. So for instance, for the sword, as you can see, you have the two-handed version, which is the one you can get in Retail WoW. And then you also have the one-handed version. So you can get actually both. And this one is specific to Legion Remix. And I don't think it will be then available in the normal version of Retail WoW. So make sure to buy this one in order to get the small version of the sword. And then for the Scythe of the Unmakers, this is the same color. But basically, now you will also have the staff version of this item, because until now it was only pole arms. And so as you can see, now you will also have the two staff version for the blue and the red version of this Scythe of the Unmaker. So really, I would recommend you to pick these up, because again, after Legion Remix, I don't know how you will be able to get the staff version of these different items. Here, in order to buy them, again, you will simply need to kill either Argus or also Agramar in order to get these different items. If you do it in Mythic difficulty, it's 10 per boss. So basically in 2 days, you can get these different items. And then, of course, it's a little bit less if you do it in Heroic normal difficulty. But overall, it should be very easy for you to get these different items. And then after that, we will also have access to all the different sets. So here, for instance, we have the Mage set, we have the Priest one, we have the Warlock set, also have the Rogue set right here. We have the Druid, we have the Monk, really nice. Then we have the Rogue. Sorry, this one was actually the Demon Hunter. Then we have the Hunter set right here. Then have the Shaman. We have the Death Knight. We have the Paladin. And we also have the Warrior. And I think overall, all of them are really, really cool. And remember, when you buy one of these different ensemble, you actually get the appearance for all the different difficulties. So it's really worth getting these different ensembles during Legion Remix, because it's just very easy to get everything. And finally, from the discount cloak dealer, you will also have access to this ensemble for all the different cloaks right here. Also this over one, and then this one, and finally this over one right here. So just make sure to buy that if you're missing some of these different cloaks. Now, another important achievement that I want to bring your attention to is this one right here, Explore Argus. So basically, you should really do it right away as soon as you arrive in Argus, because it will increase your mount speed on Argus. And sadly, you can't use your flying mount, so you will have to use either your running or also your mount in Argus. And so with this achievement, you will be able to go faster. I don't know how much faster, but probably it's going to be pretty consequent. So I would really recommend you to do that right away as soon as you arrive in Argus. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you're excited or not for this Phase 4, and especially if you're excited or not for some of the new rewards that we will be able to get during Phase 4. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!